Hi, I'm Susie, and after living and travelling solo in my camper van Lucy for the last 3 years, travelling across 10 countries through Europe and beyond, I fell in love and bought an old abandoned house in Portugal, in the small village of Vieira de Leiria on the central west coast. My journey was an incredible, life-changing story, and I've even written a book, Let Go, Fly Free. Now it's time for a new challenge, to transform this old derelict house into a beautiful traditional sustainable Portuguese quinta. Follow me as I renovate the house and use permaculture principles to create a food forest and a sustainable, self-sufficient life.
I'm really happy with the way that the room has turned out with the white paint, and this other wall is going to be colour. I'm not going to tell you what colour at the moment, but it's going to be different, let's say. And yeah, so where I was concerned about where I'd smoothed out the wall so much, you can't, from a distance you can't see it. If you look closely, you can see there's a difference in the wall, but it picks it up on the camera much more than it is in real life. And you know what? I figured this is an old house, so it's not going to be perfect, but it looks great on the ceiling. It's so nice and clean. As you can see, it echoes a lot at the moment because there's no furniture or anything in here. So my next painting job is going to be out here in the hallway, the ceiling first, and the walls, again, they're going to have colour on them, and it's all going to be out here. It's going to be bright and light because I want as much light coming through the house as possible. And just to remind you what the other room started out like, this is a room I've not done anything with yet, so it really shows the difference by just doing a bit of repair work and painting. Because I don't yet have a cooker in the house, because I'm waiting until the kitchen gets done, it's so great that I have the van and I can literally park it outside the front door and I have everything I need right here. So I've just made myself a cup of coffee and and I can even sit here and just enjoy sitting in the van, right, basically almost inside the house. I've come up with a plan on how to recycle the tiles that are absolutely everywhere on this property. All this roof here, the tiles are all coming off. I'm going to use some of them for vegetable beds to make the borders around instead of wood, and then the old ones that are broken, it's like more here, I mean everywhere you look there's tiles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to smash them up into tiny pieces. I'm going to give this a go now because this area here, it's very sandy and dusty and it just goes everywhere. I mean, I know in the winter when it rains it'll probably be better, or it might even turn into, I don't know, worse. I don't know. But I thought maybe I could cover this area here with crushed tiles. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out, but I'm going to give a little go and see what happens. So yeah, let's do it. I've put some in a bag here. So in here is some kind of smaller pieces of tile. And I have this iron bar. And basically, I'm just going to smash this bag to see how many small pieces I can get it into. And then I'll lay it and see what happens. I think this is going to be very therapeutic. Although this could actually take a very long time. I'm thinking I probably need to put something soft on the end of this because it's splitting the bag when I hit it. So let me stop and find something. Okay, so I have put some cloth on the end of this now, so it's not going to tear the bag, hopefully, now when I smash at it. And maybe if I do it flat rather than... This is hard work, not like easy. This is how it's turned out. There were a few bits of bigger bits. But yeah, this is my smashing, how it's come about. And I don't know. I quite like it, but I'm just thinking like to walk on it, be walking on it here in this area constantly. But I guess over time it's going to squash down. What do you think? Let me know in the comments whether you think this is a good idea or not, or if I can do it in a different way that's going to make it a bit better. Yeah, it'd be great to hear your views. Do you remember there was this huge pile of, well, everything here, sticks, a lot of sticks that I've now put there for the minute. And because, yeah, I need to finish clearing this area here, and I need to bag up all these sticks because they can be used for kindling, or I can make biochar from them, or I can use them as mulch around on my beds, vegetable beds, or around trees that I'm going to plant. So it's all going to be useful stuff to use, so I'm keeping it, but I want to keep it dry. So before the rains start to come here, I've bought some of these Hessian type sacks to put all the kindling in. So yeah, that is my job for today. Here we are again, and this time I'm really hopeful for this. I have got a very short piece of tubing. It's full of water. I've primed the pump with water, and I filled it sensibly with this jug, so I know it's full. And I'm feeling hopeful about this now. So let's see what happens. The hose is in the watering can over there. I can't turn the power on. I've got to plug it in first. I'll be back in a minute. If you're wondering why the pump is wet, it's because it rained here in Portugal last night and all the rain came through, and I hadn't thought about this and the pump was sitting here, but I think it's good. So let's turn it on and see what happens. Oh yes. Wow! Oh my God, look, there's water coming out the hose! Oh my God, there's so much water. Right, turn it off. So I am so happy that I just got my pump to pump water from a bucket. So now I have put back the pipe, the long pipe, on here, and I'm going to see whether it works, because if it doesn't, then at least I know it's the length of the pipe that's causing the issue. So let's see. This is the moment of truth. Yes! Oh yeah, water! Look how much is coming out! Oh yeah! Right, I'm ready now. The tube is back in the well, and thank you guys for all your helpful suggestions. And I have one of the suggestions, and apologies because I can't remember the person's name who suggested it, but suggested I tie some string onto the end of the hose, so that if the hose does disconnect from the pump at all, then I can retrieve the hose. So that is a great suggestion. This is only a temporary piece of string because I think I need something stronger. And the other suggestion was to clamp down the pump so that if it did get pulled by the tube, especially when it's pumping water, it's not going to fall in the well. So what I've done here is a precautionary measure for now, because I can't clamp it down for a minute. I need someone to help me do that. So I have put the chain that was on the old pump all around this pump with a rock on the top of it. It's pretty secure. I am going to hold it as well when I turn it on, just in case. So let's see what happens now. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything happen, but I do have like a bit of air right there, so I'm wondering if that's a problem, or maybe I just have to wait and be patient. So as you can see, I managed to get the pump to work and pump some water, but unfortunately, as you also saw, when I put the tube back into the well, it didn't work. So I'm now thinking that it's too much for the pump to pump up the distance of the tube, which actually is 9 meters, and the pump does say 8 meters. And I think that will be sufficient if I cut the pipe. So before I do that though, I'm going to test it outside here from the steps that I have on the house, because it's about the right height, and just see what happens there. So yeah, I'm excited. The pump actually works and water did pump out. So I am pleased about that I managed to understand the process and get that working. And now it's, as you can see, it's a cloudy day today, and the weather here in Portugal is definitely on the change. It's still warm. It's still, I think today is about 23 degrees, so it's still warm. but it's overcast, and we actually had rain this morning. Not a lot, but and it is needed here. So yes, my job for today is right behind me. Before more rain comes, I want to break all these sticks up that you saw I moved off of the garden area yesterday, and get them bagged up so that they can stay dry. And yes, because next week I'm not actually going to be here. I'm actually paying a visit to the UK because my daughter is turning 21, and I definitely couldn't miss that. So I won't be at the house doing anything next week. So, and then when I get back, hopefully, fingers crossed, my builder will be here. And then there is going to be big changes, hopefully. So, yeah, so there won't be a video now for another couple of weeks. And, but yes, the next video should be more exciting. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, send me comments, and that would be great. Especially I asked for some comments in the video about what to do with the tiles off the roof, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you the next time. Bye for now. Well, I'm pretty well happy with my efforts today. I've managed to clear all this area here, and although I still have a pile of wood here that I think I'm just going to cover up for now. And in here, our storage is beginning to grow, so I now have all these sacks of kindling and a box there too. So yeah, it's all looking good.
I thought I would show you my favorite road here. It's long, it's straight, it goes through the beautiful sand dunes, and at the end of it is my favorite beach. Just over the crest of this hill is the beautiful view of the sea, which ends at my favorite beach.